Alright. Hello everybody, it is me, your friend, the Uno 2 single from Viagra Boys, single Uno 2. And today we are coming at you with the top 50 songs of 2025. 2025 is a very good year for music. There were a lot of great songs released in 2025. And if a song is anywhere on this list, it is an amazing song. Trust me. This was a very hard selection to make. There were a lot of good songs that I left off of here. You know, just like last year, this list was very hard to order. Every song on here is a song I have listened to on repeat at some point in the year. Yeah, you should check them all out. There will be a playlist with all of them linked in the description below. And we're going to start off with one song that I just could not leave off the list. That's right, just like last year, we have a number 51 on this list, which is Anamanaguchi's Valley of Silence. This is just a very beautiful jam. It's very sweet, it's very sweeping. And I wish the band did stuff a little bit more like this on, this new album anyway, more consistently. At number 50, Abby Holiday's 8 Hours, extremely sweet poppy ballad. You know, what more is there to say? It's a very comforting song, a very emotionally honest song. Let's keep it going. At number 49, Lisa Ray and Doja Cat deliver one of the best pop bangers of the year. These three vocalists are all very good. There's an extremely strong bass vocal presence. What's not to love? There just should always be more pop music that sounds like this. At number 48, Gabby Starts Parkour is an excellent explosion of hyperpop production. At number 47, Black Country New Roads 2 Horses is the best showcase of the band's new sound, really bringing everything about the new aesthetic that they're doing together. At number 46, Sudan Archives of Computer Love is one of the most insane sounding bangers you will ever hear. And at number 45, Joey Valence and Bray are bringing a heartfelt yet bombastic song on Live Right. At number 44, DJ Sabrina delivers a 10-minute odyssey of a track in her new single Not There Yet. And at number 43 is going to be friend of the show, friend of the channel, Maliki with Feel It. I can feel it, you can. It's such a catchy song. This is one of the best ambient electronic songs you will hear all year. Trust me on this. If you have not heard of it, please tap in. At number 42 is Rochelle Jordan's smooth, moody bop The Boy from her new album Through the Wall. And at number 41, Obong Jayar gives us Jellyfish, an eerie, pounding verbal assault on people who give their morals up to succeed in life. At number 40, it's going to be Goose with the sunny, triumphant jam Dustin Hoffman. And at number 39, you know it, you love it, Tyler the Creator, Ling Ling Ling. This is an easy, stylish bop. You know, I'm glad the song did so many numbers. It's truly a great song. I'll be listening to it for years, whether I want to or not, and that's a great thing. At number 38 is going to be Erica de Cassier with Seasons. This is a freaky yet sensual jam, bringing together some of the best elements of trip hop and R&B. And at number 37 is going to be The Beth's Mosquitoes. This is just an extremely sweet, heartfelt, self-deprecating song. It's a beautiful song to just kind of sit with. You know, it's sad yet uplifting. Songs like that don't come around every day. At number 36 is going to be 21 Pilots' Center Mass. This is a beautiful percussion-driven rock number about protecting the most vulnerable parts of yourself, kind of emotionally. One of the highlights on their new album. And at number 35 is going to be Maddie J's soothing lush jam Chemical. At number 34, Gigi Perez's Normalcy is an overwhelming lush ballad that will get your tear ducts going, I am sure of it. And at number 33, that's right, it's me, myself, Viagra Boys Uno 2. This laid-back sarcastic jam with super catchy and memorable lyrics is just one of the best songs you'll hear all year, and you will never truly forget it. Also, shout out to the music video with this tripped out dog show thing going on. At number 32, Lost Children and Baby Morocco give us Ralph Lauren and go all in on this electronic and hip-hop collaboration. At number 31 is A Cloudy Sky Shoots. This opening track of their latest album is the best song on it by far, and it channels exactly what it feels like to sprint through an open sunny field feeling truly free. At number 30, Hannah Vu snuck this song Records onto a EP that was mostly stripped or redone tracks, but to my surprise, it was one of the most beautiful, raw, and emotional ballads of the year, even though I usually don't even listen to releases like this. At number 29 is Lake's Ferrari. This is a super sweet but surprisingly sophisticated and lush ballad about the simple things in life. I love the Energizer Bunny refrain. It's one of the cutest songs I've ever heard. At number 28 is The Weeknd's Sao Paulo. Surely you've heard this song before. This freaked out Brazilian funk influenced trip of a pop track. It's really something, I think if every track on The Weeknd's new album was this experimental, fresh, and lively, then we would have something truly insane on our hands. At number 27 is going to be Purity Ring's Many Lives. This is a truly ascendant song. The lyrics are omniscient yet vulnerable. The synths are beautiful. It truly transports you to another world. It's a very, very amazing track. And number 26 is going to be Flip Turn's Inner Waves. Dude, the grooves, the vibes, the vocals, everyone in this band just plays so damn well together, and I think that this track is the best example of it from an album already jam-packed with killer tracks. And number 25, dude, good God, what the hell? What what happened here? Number 25 is Time Zones by Rich Brian. Rich Brian is like a rapper that is typically more well known by the public for sort of like a meme comedy rap style. And his new album takes things a lot more seriously, but doesn't pop off nearly as hard on any track except for Time Zones. It is crazy what Brian is capable of when he just absolutely locks the fuck in on the track. It's a sprawling odyssey of a song giving us a brutally detailed description of Brian's headspace and motivations through anecdotes from his adolescence. Give it a listen. Also, 25, we're halfway through the list. These are really heating up now. And number 24, Little Sim's opening track to her latest album, Lotus. That's right, it's Thief. On this song, Little Sims eviscerates her old producer with some of the most captivating production of flows in hip-hop I've heard this year. And number 23 is going to be the title track from the latest Geese album, Getting Killed, which surely you have heard of. Getting Killed, great album. Title track, in my opinion, where this new material peaks. They're kind of melding their new signature sound with choir vocals, oppressive percussion, a very strong track flow, weird kind of off-putting lyrics. What more do you want from Geese? This track is just electric. At number 22, it's going to be John Michelle and Anthony James with the song Nobody. This track has just an absolutely insane energy to it. A lot of the songs on this new album, Ego Trip, can kind of like meld together, but Nobody is truly a standout. This song packs heavenly soul samples. John Michelle, the rapper and vocalist, is going absolutely in with his lyrics. Basically, if you like the song Devil in a New Dress, this is that song reincarnated, and you should totally go give it a listen. And number 21 is going to be the Crumpets with a March On for Pax Ramona. Talk about an artist that not only makes it hard to limit myself to one song per album, but one song per artist, because they put out 2 killer albums this year. But for my money, the best song on either of them is this brutal, just seething, one of the fiercest rock performances I have ever heard song. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or be about, really. You know, this song channels a live sound into recording so well that it's kind of unbelievable. It's an absolutely fantastic song and just has an indescribable energy to it. Speaking of songs with energy, good God, man. Number 20 is Jane Remover and Danny Brown with Psycho Boost. This is one of the tightest and most insane bangers you will ever hear, with electronic and hip-hop combining to form just like a magnum opus of a track, really. This song will shatter the windows of your house if you listen to it, I guarantee you. And number 19 is probably going to be the best popular song of the year, with Baile Inolvidable from Bad Bunny. You know, listen, dude, Bad Bunny is out here smashing the charts with one of the more unique hits I've ever heard recently. This song feels so classic, yet so new, refreshing, and exciting. Additionally, the message is universally appealing. The lyrics are from the heart, yet anyone could understand them. It's just truly an amazing song, and I'm super glad we have Bad Bunny to give us awesome songs like this over the course of his career. And number 18 is going to be Backwash with History of Violence, on which she reckons both with herself and the world around her in brutal, visceral, just like offensive detail. This song is insane sonically as well. The flowing, yelping hip-hop delivery of Backwash is backed by these heavenly synth builds, almost kind of like a psych rock sort of production happening on this thing. It's really something to behold, and definitely one of the things that makes Backwash's new album, Only Dust Remains, so special to me. And number 17 is going to be Jid, Earthgang, and Kiara with Skate. A lot of Jid songs, especially on this new album, very hard to grasp. Jid is kind of a very cerebral, heady rapper, but this song was instant love at first sight. That doesn't mean there's a lack of depth or appreciation for Jid's community or history, though. The collaborations also bring their A game. This song just sounds like a celebration. You could throw this song on for anybody and they would enjoy it no matter kind of what's happening. And number 16 is going to be Clipping with the absolutely insane song Dodger. In my opinion, Clipping's weird cyberpunk world is best represented through this song, with its weird staticky production, blazing fast flows, and a descendant synth build to top off the track with some interesting philosophy regarding the world building that Clipping is doing on their new album here. This is a song describing and illustrating a hacker jumping through broken circuits, and it's fantastic. It sounds exactly like a song about something like that should feel, without being kind of corny in a way that you might expect a song like that to be. At number 15, an old favorite comes back. Gorillaz, Treno, and Proof are here on their song The Manifesto. This is an insane blend of hip-hop, synth-pop, and funk. At 7 minutes, it is one of Gorillaz' longest songs ever, but it is a total return to form that passes through so many different emotions. I feel like every single collaborator brings their A game here. Everyone's talking from the heart. It's just like a super memorable song, and a song that you will learn more from the more you listen to it, you know? Despite its length, I find myself looping this over and over again and appreciating new things with each listen. There's just so much here. And number 14, dear God, dude. Bon Iver and Daniel Haim team up for just one of the most like tender, sweet, and lovely, just like absolutely smooth like honey songs, If Only I Could Wait. There's such an insane amount of warmth, comfort, and brightness just emanating from this song. There's stellar top of the line vocal performances from both performers. It's just like a pure, hearted, extremely lovely song, and I've loved listening to it this year. At number 13, to do a pretty much complete 180, is Maruja's Bloodsport. Bloodsport is an absolutely insane song with some of the most pounding drums, vocals that you will ever hear. Just a song that feels like an absolute attack. It is an assault. It is just pummeling you with everything it can have, and yet at the same time, sometimes it breaks for these like very beautiful and like triumphant saxophone passages. Really just like a pure, like, when you imagine like aggressive band music, this is exactly what I want out of like something that tries to emulate that sort of vibe. And number 13 is going to be Danny Brown and Underscores with Copycats. Copycats is an amazing song from two artists that I had super high hopes for when I heard they were collaborating. This, you know, they're just kind of doing their stuff, flexing on this song. This banger sounds pretty much completely effortless. It's one of Underscore's best hooks ever as well, in a discography full of killer hooks, and Danny Brown is of course killing it on the track as well. And number 11 is a song that I was pretty sure would be the song of the year when I first heard it, and that is Yule's Evangelic Girl is a Gun. Don't get me wrong, despite the fact that the song has fallen a little bit since my initial estimation of it, it is still just an absolutely insanely good pop banger and cycles through so many different sounds while still maintaining like such this like super captivating like force and motion. The lyrics are amazing as well. There's a dynamic progression on this song. There's just so much to love here, and if you like electronic pop music, please give it a listen. We're in the top 10 now. If you don't listen to these songs, shame on you. If you take anything away from this, just listen to the top 10. These songs are all incredible, and I would show all of them to pretty much anybody. They are fantastic. Just if a song is in the top 10, I have truly formed like a loving relationship with this song. The song is in the top 10. I have truly like welcomed this song into my life almost as a friend. We're gonna say something weird like that, you know, because it makes no sense at all. And number 10, taking a backseat for exactly one entry on the list, is Underscores coming back with the song Do It. Underscores released two great singles this year. In my opinion, this is the better and more underrated one. Underscores on Do It perfectly blends a guitar hook with absolutely insane hyperpop production, as she's known to do. These lyrics are fun and catchy, yet revealing and profound. The song, I feel like, builds exactly as it should. It is just like such a fun song to listen to. And it is another song that, like, despite its, you know, this is a bit of a shorter song, but I still just feel like I get more out of this song every time I listen to it, despite the fact that, you know, it's like a very fun pop track, and that's really rare to come by. And I think Underscores is one of the best artists right now at creating a strong sort of like pop songs that you can still form a very strong attachment to right now. And number 9 is Ocklu and Blade with Take Me By the Hand. Oh my god. And number 9, oh my goodness, dude, the softest, most comforting song I probably have heard all year, Ocklu and Blade, Take Me By the Hand. The freaking electronic production on this song is just like otherworldly. It literally sounds like it comes from a dream. You just like glide across this song, man. You just fall into a little pillow with this song, basically, or a blanket. It's so bone satisfying. Both vocalists put on great kind of like disaffected performances. It's just such an ethereal and captivating track, and I have loved looping this song over and over and over again. And number 8, probably the best pop song of the year, is Pink Pantheress with Stateside. Stateside is, as far as I'm concerned, like an absolute miracle of a song, dude. This just doesn't get better than this. It's such a jam. It's such a bop. The production is absolutely perfect. The vocals are perfect. It's so fun. Everyone loves Stateside. Everyone loves the song, whether or not you have actually heard it before. Trust me, if you haven't heard Stateside, go listen to it. You love it already. At number 7, I don't know how to explain this to you guys. You've got to try really, really, really hard to get a song from a video game onto this list at all, much less at number fucking 7. But here we are. Number 7 is Toby Fox's Rooter Buster from Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4. Do you know how good this song is? Insane. Toby Fox is, I think, almost, you know, Toby Fox is definitely my favorite game developer working right now, but almost more than anything, he's an undeniable musical genius to the point where multiple like other larger companies have recruited him just for like musical work. You know, franchises as big as like Pokemon, you literally don't get bigger than Pokemon. This song is just a testament to how hard Toby can go when he's left to his own devices and allowed to work with his own themes. How do you compose something like Rooter Buster, man? This song and so many others on this soundtrack, you know, Neverending Night was really, really close to this spot. It probably would have taken like the same spot on the list if I had put it on there instead of Rooter Buster. But Rooter Buster is just more fun, and I've probably listened to this song. I don't listen to it on Spotify, just so I don't like mess up my Wrapped. because it's like a minute long, but I think it's easily my most listened to song of the year by the numbers if you took into account all platforms. This song just speaks to unrivaled musical intuition, and the interweaving layers that build this song are endlessly addicting. I could literally listen to it forever. Just the amount of like layering of different stuff that goes on in this song is totally insane. It is a perfect song, both just normally and for a video game, and I can't believe there are 6 songs this year that are better than it. At number 6, another just absolutely nutty song. Clips, Pharrell, and Kendrick Lamar, Pusha T, Malice all team up on the track Chains and Whips from the new album Let God Sort 'Em Out. This is the fiercest I have heard any group of rappers spit in a while. You know, on this song, one of them says, "This is the darkest that I've ever been." I absolutely buy that from every single person who contributed to this track. This is such a strong track. It is so punchy, and Kendrick Lamar, one of the best rappers out there right now, fucking murders his verse and absolutely picks up the vibe of the track. One of the best feature verses I've ever heard for sure, with such creative wordplay without sacrificing any amount of like authenticity or meaning. At number 5, top 5 serious business right now is Mac Miller and SZA with the song DJ's Chord Organ. This is just like truthfully like maybe the most breathtaking song I heard all year. This song was recorded in 2014. We literally have SZA giving a vocal performance from the year of her debut album, and it guides us into the world of Mac Miller's new album Balloonerism in this like hazy, dreamlike thoroughfare of a track. DJ's Chord Organ really takes its time and breathes, guiding you through its beautiful and perfectly balanced, distinct phases. Additionally, SZA's voice is absolutely insane. It is as smooth as butter, it is heavenly, it is ascendant, and as well, the glimpses of Mac's voice towards the beginning and the end of the track, through the edges of this song, like in like kind of sort of the liminal corners of it, are a perfect introduction to like the posthumous project that Balloonerism is, which complements its themes of dreams and dissociation. This song was originally kind of like a couple spots higher on the list, but while I was making it, I realized just how good of like an introductory track this is to Balloonerism and how well it kind of like fits the vibe of that album with its references to drugs and it's just kind of like extremely like displaced mood. It's really an absolute miracle of a song, and I think that you have to listen to it if you're hearing this right now, but you extra have to listen to it in like the context of the album to really appreciate just how well constructed this song is. Shout out Mac Miller, shout out SZA. Some of the best performances of the year. At number 4 is Magdalena Bay's Second Sleep, baby. Magdalena Bay is an absolutely insane band, and for my money, perhaps the most talented artist working right now, just in terms of like, in terms of like music that I love. They're just actually so insane. They're a band that continues to top themselves, top their previous material, no matter how ridiculous it seems that they can. Like, you know, every single time they've put music out, I've been like, that's great. They're never going to make anything better than that again. And somehow they just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. Even though for some of them, like, I can't imagine music that's better than like the music we're hearing right now. But I bet they're gonna one up it again too. I was saying that after Imaginal Disc last year, and here we are with just like this perfect song, full stop. Anyone who hears this song will agree. If I were going objective song of the year, I would probably go this one. It is universal in its appeal. The way it combines so many different instruments and themes seamlessly is absolutely mind-blowing. I think this song, if anything were right in the world, will absolutely go down in history as just like a marvel of like indie pop rock, like synth kind of thing, whatever you want to call it, production. It is just absolutely nutty. And you have to go listen to it. You just do. You're not allowed to hear this and not listen to Second Sleep. A song that you are allowed to not listen to, but I really want you to listen to, is a song from Blood Orange and Caroline Polachek and some other collaborators called The Field off of Blood Orange's new album, Essex Honey. This is a song that is extremely short, extremely to the point, but it's just absolutely perfect in its simplicity as it washes over you. Both Blood Orange's vocals and Caroline Polachek's vocals are otherworldly. This on Spotify was my most listened to song of the year in my Wrapped. And you know, I think that that's for a very good reason. It just feels like everything. This song feels like other people. This song feels like the sunset. This song feels like being okay with death. It just stirs emotions in you. You know those songs where you go and you look at the YouTube comments and like everyone is talking about like the most emotional thing they've ever been through? It's this kind of song. But it's not just like a vaporwave song with no words. It's really good. It's just like absolutely perhaps the most like uplifting and beautiful ethereal song I heard this year. Maybe not. Number 2, another song that is extremely uplifting, beautiful, ethereal, but yet hard and punchy and active and has like so much motion in it, is McKinley Dixon's Listen Gentle. How the fuck do you make a song that sounds like this, dog? This song packs everything. There is flawless hip-hop delivery. There is universal and meaningful lyrics, with McKinley sounding as wise and as fierce as ever. There is a beautiful and brilliant choir and string section of this song that sounds like literal heaven, and it still literally gives me chills every time I listen to it. Like, oh my, dude, I actually do not know how this song is real. It is insane. It is one of the more moving musical experiences I've ever had, and it really has to be heard to be believed, in my opinion. This is an ascendant song. It changed what I knew hip-hop could be. It changed what I knew music could be. What are you waiting for? You just heard me say all that stuff. You have to go listen to that song now. And at number 1, a song that I'm just so happy to be able to put on this list, because it just makes me so unbelievably happy every time I listen to or think about it, is Nina Geraci's song iPod Touch. This song just makes me smile. It makes me smile more than any other song I've heard this year. Every time I listen to it, I feel just like the best version of myself. As soon as I listened to it, I immediately knew it was one of the best bops I'd ever heard. A pretty much perfect pop song with amazing EDM production, fun vocals, and amazing lyrics around following a creative voice as it applies to growing up with the internet in the 2000s. I know that, like, this won't be everyone's perfect song, but this is absolutely my perfect song, and I do believe anyone who hears this song will thoroughly enjoy it, at least as long as you like pop music or electronic music at any level. This is just like such a beautiful song though. This song, in my opinion, is kind of what it feels like to be myself. I feel like myself when I listen to this, and it makes me feel like the best version of myself that I have ever been. It is just such a lovely track, and I am so glad that Nina Geraci is here to give us songs like this and so many others on her new album, which you will totally hear more about when it comes to the album ranking videos. So yeah, that's my song of the year, iPod Touch. One of my favorite songs ever already. Thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me that anyone cares about my opinions on music, because everyone has opinions on music, and everyone's opinions on music are kind of equally interesting and valid. So it gives me just like, you know, it makes me very happy that anyone would be willing to sit down and watch a video that's however long this video is in order to appreciate my personal takes. If you did, I would love to talk about music with you. I would love to know what your favorite songs of the year were. I bet that there were a lot of great songs that I didn't put on this list. There were probably some songs that should have been on this list that I just like didn't think of when I was making it. And I think that, you know, the most special thing about any songs like this is just like, you know, when someone appreciates music and someone can articulate why they love a piece of music, that to me makes the music more special than anything. So I'd love to hear what you think, and I hope you stay tuned for the Ranking Every Album I Heard in 2025 video, which will come soon, I promise. It is a lot to make. I listened to over 250 albums this year, like last year, so it's going to take a fair bit of time to put together, but I hope that you're patient, and I hope that you enjoy that when it does come out. If you want to see the other stuff I talk about, hit the red button that says subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much, and 2025 has been a great year, and I can't wait to talk about 50 more songs next year in 2026.